best afternoon. So I am on a roll. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And the reason why I'm making this video because I made so much videos like this before of um over here in the West. It's the foundation of civilization of existence for mankind. We paint this in narratives that the Middle East is the civilization and foundation of mankind. No, it's not. The Middle East is the mother. That's why it's called the mother. That's why the creator always talks about the west and the east, the west and the east, the west and the east. What he said it's not righteous that you turn your face to the east and west, but it is righteous that you believe in him, in the righteousness, in the scriptures, in the prophets and messengers, and all the things that he has set down for mankind as a guidance for mankind, as a benefit for mankind, right? So we always leave out this partial, really important information that the east and west. That's why he said is that it is not righteous that you turn your face to the east and west. The the east and west is all no, both of them together is the foundation and structure of civilization of mankind coming upon this earth. But it was the west that led the focus, the west that led the east to having many of civilization that birth all civilization that came from the east that brought about um, all structures and societies in the world that we know it, whether it's black, Spanish, whoever, it came from the Middle East. Yes, that's the mother, but the father is the West, the civilization over here. That pyramids was built upon us, as you can see and go out there. Like you can see that certain pyramids and certain stones and certain things over here in the West date back before BC. As you keep digging, 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 you will find our structures and our civilization that was built upon right after the flood. This is why people don't dig no more because this actually shows that civilization begins over here in the West, and which is really really important for us to um, up uplive and uphold this traditions that was passed down from the ancient ancestors. And I'm gonna get into a video that I seen on Instagram. I just want to show it to you. Now, mind you, I never read anything. I never picked everything up. I never looked at anything to say that the West is the foundation and the civilization of mankind, of civilization, of existence of mankind. Do you understand that? The teachings, the foundation of guidance to worship the Alpha, Omega, and everything in creation started here in the West. It's in the West, in the West, in the West, that we call America, which was, so-called discovered by these these individuals, which is false information, right? Hey Anthony, what does God say about getting rid of anxiety? Anxieties, before we get off this topic, I hope and pray that you like, share, and subscribe, Anthony. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. Anxiety is produced by, is procreated by mankind. All of these things come from mankind. Do you understand that? We produce all of these elements and sickness and all these plagues upon ourselves is because what our hands have brought forth. I'm not saying you and I, but those that's in authority and those that have control over the benefits of mankind and civilization all around the world produce, right? Procreate and produce things that cause depression, traumas, and everything else that plagues us in our societies over and over again. And the only way where we get past this is we have to go back to the foundation and the root to the problem and to the root to the solutions. And the solution is that we need to do what? We need to understand the scriptures and worship the Alpha, Omega, and everything in the creation and stop putting our trust and effort in God and worshiping mankind and technology and anything else that's plaguing us. All of this stuff comes from this, these electronics, this food, you know, the mental illness and all of these things. This where this stuff come from. It was procreated through population control. This where this stuff come from, man. It's because what mankind hand have put forth. Now, I'm not saying us, the uply got it right, the uply got it right ones, right, which was already here before Christopher Columbus, before BC, before Christ, before Noah, before any and everybody. We was here in the West, and this is what the topic is about, and this is what this vibe is about, and this is what this conference is about, is that showing you who you are and showing to you who you are and bringing proof and guidance from a spiritual realm that we no longer believe that it exists, and we gave our freedom and our guidance to mankind to guide us, and they doing a terrible job of it, right? Because we put our trust and believe. They the one produce, and when things don't go right, this produce anxiety and depression and traumas and everything else because we dependent on something that is created. You know what I'm saying? That is creation, and it's like you and I. It's the same thing. It's human beings, right? And with this entity, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life, which is procreated for destruction and demise of us. This is why I talked about this topic because this topic brings forth a lot of elements what we need to learn and what we need to find out who we are. They're not going to tell you the truth on who you are because that's not objective. The objective is to misguide you, misinform you, and leave you into darkness, man, and to procreate all of these so-called hot topics, which don't matter, which ain't doing nothing for your life at the end of the day. How's it paying your bills? It's paying your bills because you're talking about it, and being that you're talking about it, you're spreading amongst people, and people it is activating what murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way into your life. So it's procreated by mankind, or to seek fame, fortune, and riches. At the end of the day, this is why on my platform I don't talk about these certain things. I talk about real life things that we need to, and that works for me. I'm an example. This stuff works for me and I put it into my life, and I'm showing you that I'm an example. Everything that I tell you, everything that I tell you about my life and things that I've been through, it worked for me, and I know it worked for you because I am you, you and me. You are part of the up. You got it right ones. We are not Africans. That's number one. We got to stop teaching us that we are Africans. We had to breed into what the African after they enslaved the Africans in Africa after they were sold off, okay, for fame, fortune, and riches, and anything else that the Africans did over there. This is why they are plagued with so much stuff because you know why? All of these civilizations backdoored us. Do you understand that? After we taught them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, they backdoored the West. Why do you think all of these nations, civilizations are over here in the West? This so-called America, because this is the land of what? Blessing land. This is the land where mankind will sit down to. This land right here, in which birthed all civilizations over in the Middle East and taught them. We have many institutions over here that was built upon. Do you understand what I'm saying? We was here already. So go ahead. I'm gonna get into this video, and I want to share this with you, man. This is really important. People, they're not comfortable for them to talk about the possibility that Africans were here before the Europeans. So what do you do with the heads in Mexico that you find at San Lorenzo, at Tres Zapotes? What do you do with those? All right? You ignore them. What do you do with Columbus's diary that says the Africans know a way to the west, but it goes around the doldrums? We would never survive. What do you do with that? You ignore it. What do you do with Balboa's diary that says we came upon this African
village in the isthmus. How did these Africans get here? What do you do with that? You ignore it. Why? To preserve the myth that the Europeans were here first.
We all know that's false knowledge. Thank you so much for responding. I'm sharing I'm sharing your channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Anthony. I really appreciate it because this channel right here gives actual solutions and give information that we need each and every day in life. I don't want to hear about Cardi B. I don't want to hear about Papoose. I don't want to hear about Jay-Z. I don't want to hear about P. Diddy. I don't want to hear about none of these celebrities, man, because they already paid the price and they're already doing what they're doing for fame, fortune, and riches at the end of the day. That's what they do. I want to hear about what can guide us and what can uplift us as a people as we deal with everyday life and everyday situation. How can I get the next meal without going to sell drugs and shooting and killing somebody and backdooring my neighbors and backstabbing people? I want to learn that. What can I do? What secret arts I could do? You know, what can I do? Why the teachings of the ancient ancestors are gone? Who are we? Who are we? We don't know who we are. We African Americans. We African. We come from Africa. No, we not. We was here in this land already. We was here. Do you understand that? We was here already in this land in the West. We was already here. We was already here. We are called the up the God right ones. That's who are we. That is our title. And we didn't speak. We birthed and taught all civilizations and nations all around the world. Do you understand that? Speech and all our writing came later on. Because then after the creator, right, told us basically as being in tune, we used to walk with the creator upon earth. He walked with us and we walk with him. We are the creator and the creator is us. Do you understand that? We understand the mathematics and broke it down and understand we are him and he is us, but with limitations. And we have the ability to rise above the physical world, the physical body. Do you understand that? We've been produced to nothing, garbage, black people, niggas, Africans. We're not African. And this is being taught because we lost our identity on who we are, and our identity is what is up to God right one. When they came in the presence of us, they used to bow down. They saw the creator and he created to us because he talked to us. We telepathically talk to us. This is actually true facts. And we need to get back to this foundation and cut the root of this nonsense that's going on. This is what we must do over here in the West. Why do you think everybody come over here? They taking resources. The resources is that this land is holy and is blessed all the way into the end of time. This land gonna be holy and blessed. Do you understand that? This is what this land is. And we told the creator, do not bless this land with gold and wealth and all this other stuff. It was presented to us. We are blessed with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and everything in between and beyond. Do you understand that? This is what we blessed with. We teach. We don't kill. We don't murder. We teach people to get to understand the creator and the creator to understand them. So they want to be left in the dumb, deaf, and blind. Stop calling us African. We need to change that narrative because it was wrong, because we didn't know who we were. You understand? It was lost and buried. So I'm here to do what? I'm here to bring the truth and knowledge to you. I didn't know this. I didn't know this doctor. She said that these people stumble upon Africans. They're not Africans. That's the only thing that is I disagree with. We're not African. I disagree with her. We're not African. We never spoke. We telepathically talked to one another. We taught all civilization and they backdoored us. The Africans backdoored us. Yes, they did. They backdoored us for fame, fortune, and riches. We taught them and gave them institution and knowledge, wisdom, understanding, how to worship the creator, how to get in tune. So he had to come with the flood of Noah and destroy. This is exactly what happened and build new civilization. He has said it over and over and over again. We are up the God right one. Listen, all prophets and messengers came through this bloodline of the ugly God right because we prayed to the creator of seeing the destruction of mankind, what was going to happen. right? To the end of time, how mankind was going to fall off. The angels, we used to sit among the angels and learn mystical arts and teachers and understand of certain things. And used to teach the angels. Do you understand that? We used to transfer our spirit in and out of our body freely. Now we can't even do that. Now we getting transferred into these paddy wagons. Now we getting transferred and back of ambulances and becoming organ donors. And people taking your very blood and throwing you away and chopping you up. Your very blood is sacred. Your very body is sacred. You of the God right ones. This is actually true fact, man. And this is no joke to be laughing. Tigger A. So how did they backdoor us? How do we lose ourselves for them to be able to change us? They backdoor us way before scriptures. There was no scriptures. It was nothing. It was only belief and non-belief. Do you understand? Actually, it was only belief, non-belief. We civilized all civilization in the West. And after we civilized them, after we taught knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we told everybody throughout the land to go out. Before the flood, the earth was like this, was one. Do you understand? Man, he wanted to wear women's clothes and put lipstick on. I don't know anything about that. This world before the flood was together. This was during Adam time. This was during the ancient ancestor time. Before the flood, they were together. The whole earth was together. Everybody was together. Non-belief, belief. It was no Christian. It was no Muslim. It was no Jews. Okay, it was none of that. It was up to God, right ones. Once this entity got involved, he told the other ancient instances that they are the creator and the creator is them. And it's been a big campaign to dethrone the Alpha Omega and creator and kill him because the creator duplicated himself and created mankind. Do you understand this? You have to believe and understand what I'm saying. I'm dropping knowledge upon you that you probably never heard before. I'm giving it up to you. And you are of this bloodline, and I'm of this bloodline. We are the West. We supposed to educate and lead the people. Don't you know all the adventures came over here? All the blueprints started with us in the West. Everything. We procreated ions, the streets, the pyramids, the building, architect, everything started over here first in the West. Didn't spread it out. We taught everything that because we're not from this world. Do you understand that? We from over there. We from up there, beyond the zones of the heavens. That's where we are from. This is actually true facts. This is only a port this world. But being that we disrespect, we was based here by this murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. This is an actually true fact, man. You have to believe. You have to believe. This is the key for us, for our success of the up the God right one of the bloodline that's still here. No disrespect to the Africans, but you ever get to the African, they go that where you from? You from Africa? Nah, I'm from Africa. I'm from right here. And they shun you off because we are not them and they are not us. It's two different civilizations. We are two different civilizations. Just like the Chinese and the Japan and Thailand and Philippines, they look the same, but they're not the same. Do you understand? That's the same thing with us. The same thing with us. When the Africans backdoor the Africans, remember they was enslaving each other over there. They was enslaving each other over there. They backdoor each other for fame, fortune, and riches, for anything else, for trading and entrusting in foreign people. That's what happened. So when they conquer civilizations over there and tribes, they enslaved them and sold them off. So we was dying off. So being that we was dying off, we had to breed in with them to save our bloodline. Do you understand that? We are the descendants. This is our land. This land is blessed and holy, and it been like that since the beginning of time, the creation before mankind, before we came here. This land is blessed. This spot. After the flood, the creator, he split the plains apart. He split everything apart because Civilization was one. So he split it. So Noah, peace best be upon him, Noah, when he came out of the ark, what he did, he delegated to everybody. You gonna settle over here. You settle over there. You settle over there. Over there. Settle over here. Settle over here. Settle over here. Do you understand? Because before that, they was trying to backdoor and kill the creator. This is actual true fact, man. He is one of my patients. I don't know. We love conquering. We also want to see you take your in strength team. Listen, I'm just doing what I supposed to do. And what I supposed to do is save each and everybody. It don't matter you white or black or Spanish, anything. All civilization needs to be saved. Do you understand? I'm just following the traditions that's passed on you and I. That's all I'm doing. Yes, please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right here on YouTube. This is all big facts. You're supposed to take your prescription. Yes. So I want to improve our conditions. You know, let's do this and let's encourage one another. At the end of the day, we will get where we need to get. This is what we need to do. It's an actual true fact. That's right. Yes, he admitted to it. So please like, share, subscribe, get this information out. That's right. I thank you so much. Improve your condition. The West is the father of civilization. Peace, y'all. Peace.